Hey, welcome to my channel. Check this out. FPV goggles with a display, everything, and an FPV drone. And this plus the controller will cost you much less than you think. Check it out. So here's the box. This is a new product on the market, and it was sent to me because, as many of you have been watching my channel, I fly every type of drone there is, including FPV race drones in races and whatnot. Well, this is an entry-level FPV type race drone, and it's actually called the, if you look down here, the Race Vision 220 FPV Pro, and you can see it actually comes with the goggles. It's basically a kit that gives you everything, so you don't have to go out and spend like thousands of dollars buying piece by piece by piece. You buy this box, and it's, I think it's new for the year 2017. You buy this box and everything is in here. It's all included. I'll just flip over the box. You can see what's on the back. You can stop the video at any time if you want to read any of this, but pretty much everything's there. So I have not opened this yet, and I've never tried an all-included in-one race drone. So this should be pretty cool. So let's just lift up this flap. It looks like just Velcroed. It gives you a better picture of everything here. So I'm not going to move the camera. You can just see things here. If I flip this, the flap has actually got instructions on the inside. You can see up there some writing, and here we have the box itself. So there we have the drone. There we have your FPV goggles. There we actually have your LCD screen, which you can use to fly with your controller or stick in your goggles. And if you check this out, let me just bring this in closer. Look what they include. They include all the batteries, so you don't have to even go get batteries. Everything you want is in this box. So basically you take stuff out and you go fly. So this, in my opinion, boxes like this that include everything you need to go fly FPV race drone are the best gift that you can get an adult or a child, because they need nothing after. You buy this box, you give it to them, life is good. Taking a closer look at some of the components, here's the battery. It's a 7.4 volt and it fits inside the drone like this. Just snap it in. There we go. There's a little power on switch right down here. I'm just going to set that down for a sec and show you the controller. Controller is pretty simple design. Right here you have three settings. So you have beginner, advanced, and basically professional, I guess, or they have P for pilot. So that basically, beginner would be that the stabilization is on, so it stays horizontal, it hovers nicely. Advanced, you can probably do a few more things, maybe a flip, not really sure, I'll have to try it out. And of course in the P mode is all safeties are off and it flies all over the place. You also have over here 3 speeds. So beginner speed, intermediate, and full blast. You have your power button here. This button here just changes the channels on your video signal. In case there's 2 of you flying these things, or 3, you can change your channels. Over here is your trim controls. And here in the back, you have your buttons. So over here, you can do all sorts of little flips and stuff. This one I know for a fact, this does 2 flips. This does 1 flip. This does, I think, a barrel roll. And this does a 360. Maybe just spins around. And of course you have your joysticks, and to just link this controller with this here drone, it's like most drones that you get on the market today. You just push it up, push it down, and all you look for is a solid light in the back right there. If you get a solid light, then you're connected. So here's what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you the video feed. So if I flip this around, turn it on, there we go. We have a flashing light because it's not connected. Turn on the display, and that should be the video feed right there, which it is. It's just looking at a box over there. So that's what the video feed looks like. So if I look around the room here, I can look up, ceiling, all sorts of stuff. As I tilt it, you can see the contrast is pretty good. It might look washed out here because the lights are bright, but the video signal is very fast. It's almost instant. So it is a true FPV video signal. Instant video, no lag, no delay coming back. So that works well. And now I'll give it a quick indoor flight test. All right, so I'll power this on. There we go, we're powered on. Put it on the ground. Now I'll power on the controller. Get a nice little vibration. That's one thing that's pretty cool about this controller. There's a tactile feedback on here. As you move controls and stuff, it vibrates and gives you feedback, which is pretty neat. So you see the green light is flashing. What you want is a solid green light. So I'm just going to move this up and down. We're ready to fly. There we go, nice hover. Very stable. Let's move it forward. Turn it around, bring it back, and land it. And the question is, how much does this drone weigh with the battery and everything to fly? It weighs 164 grams, which is great. It's much less than the 250 gram minimum that is in most countries. All right, so we're outdoors. I have the display screen, but since it's sort of bright and a little bit sunny and a little bit windy, I'm going to connect it to the FPV goggles. And if it works, then I should be able to fit this on my head and see. Now obviously in this spot here, I can't put my glasses in there, but there's adjusters on the side for focus. One thing about an FPV drone is that the camera should tilt up a little bit, so I'm going to tilt it up a touch. Put it on the ground. I'm not going to use any of these beginner settings because I don't know how much battery power there is, so I've got it cranked over to Pro, and I've got it all the way over on 3, and this thing is going nuts now. See if I can see anything in there. I can. This looks, oh my god, this looks weird. It's in focus. This is heavy on the face. All right. There we go. I'll try to keep it close so you can film it. It's coming back to us. There we go. I don't know if you can do any flips. I'll try it here. Oh, did you just get the flip? I got a flip in there. Oh, I'm going out of range again. I gotta come back. Okay, here comes a flip. Watch out. Oh. I'm gonna try a flip here. Flip should be coming. Oh. All right, I'll try to bring it down. There we go. So, that was the flight. That was the first flight with this little thing, and it seems to work well. It does have a little bit of problem with wind. You have to fight the wind, but other than that, works pretty good. And I'm gonna go check the drone for damage. Okay, so let's have a close look at the drone. Come this way without stepping on the cable. All right, there we go. It's all in one piece. Perfect, ready to fly again. All right, so that was the flight of the Nikko Race Vision 220. This is a really good drone for beginners. It's not a professional drone, it's 100% a beginner drone for someone who wants to get into FPV racing and wants to pay very little money and just go fly and have a lot of fun. So first things first, this camera, really good camera. You saw the display up in the corner, that's what the camera saw, and that is the image that I saw in my goggles, which I should say these goggles are pretty good because they have little adjusters on the side. You see I wear glasses, so when I take them off, I'm kind of blind, but I could adjust the vision on here and it worked really good. Screen's clear. There's a little memory card that sits inside this thing and records your video, and you just play it back either on here or play it back on your computer. So that's what you saw up in the corner. So those goggles work really well. You can also, since it is a true FPV race drone, if you ever upgrade to the professional goggles like these Fat Sharks, they work well with the drone as well, so all is good. The only thing I noticed, if you take a look at my Fat Shark goggles here, see there's an antenna on it. That's so that I can fly my drone far, far away. And if you take a look at one of my professional FPV race drones, there's an antenna on it as well to shoot out the video signal at far distances. If you take a look at these goggles that come with it, there is no antenna because the antenna is built in. And if you take a look at this race drone, there is no antenna because the antenna is built in. So your range with this drone is not very far. But I think they did that because it's for beginners and you don't want to fly very far. I'm sure a lot of people who get this on Christmas Day will fly it in the house. You can bang into walls or whatever, and the drone will just keep on flying. It won't smash. And the way these are designed, you're not going to damage your walls or your curtains or anything else like that. So you can actually fly this FPV race drone in the house if you wanted to practice, if there's snow on the ground. The controller, talk about the controller now. The controller, none of the professional controllers I have force feedback. In other words, I don't feel anything vibrating or whatever. This is like a gaming joystick. You fly this thing, and when you change settings and you want to do flips and stuff like that, it vibrates. And when the battery's really low, it just vibrates all over the place, tell you it's time to come in and land. Your battery is low. You get about 6 minutes of flight time, which is pretty decent. Oh, and one really cool thing with this is that, say you just got this drone and you've never flown FPV before, well, there's a race simulator that you can actually practice with. So you can connect this drone with this controller to your computer and you can fly the simulator. All right, so that's my review of this here drone. Great drone for beginners. As I said, if you know anyone that wants to get into FPV drone racing and they want to start, well, then this is one of many products to consider. I'm going to put the links to the website, which is over there, someplace over there below. And I'll also put the links to places that you can buy it in Canada or the US. It's up to you. Do some search on Google. I'm sure you'll find it all over the place, no matter where you live. Anyways, it's a great product, great beginner drone, and it comes in at a really good price. So check it out, and I hope to see this product under your tree at Christmas time for those who think it's going to be a great gift. Until next time, if you want to see more videos of me testing out drones, flying professional drones, toy drones, just hit that subscribe button, and there'll be more videos coming. Until next time, take care.